What's up, Packers fans? Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It's Thursday. The Packers have their second practice against the New York Jets on Ray Nitschke Field. We'll hear from Matt LaFleur in a little while, but right now, I want to hang out with Packers fans worldwide. It's what we do. We talk Packers each and every day, and people, oh my goodness, this, ladies and gentlemen, right here is a massive W. I love these uniforms. I love these uniforms. Take your criticism, take your negativeness, and I don't care. I don't care. Holy cow. Can't express how much I love the 50s classics. I am all in. Baby, look at those things. So sweet. Those are hot as hell. I cannot wait till they destroy the Washington football team wearing those unis. They're going to be fantastic. You know what else is fantastic? Underdog Fantasy. It's the best and easiest place to play fantasy football for big cash prizes. On Underdog Fantasy, you just draft. No need to worry about waivers, lineups, or injuries. Underdog handles that all for you. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app. Draft a season-long best ball team, and that's it. No in-season management. Right now, you get $25 in free bonus cash if you use the code Cheesehead when you make your first deposit. And you can take your shot at a $1 million grand prize in the fantasy football tournament. And then, you win that $1 million, you go ahead and you get yourself one of these Acme Packer hoodies. Look at this. You talk about throwbacks. Throw them back to the OG. VINFL.com has those for you. And if you use code CheeseheadTV, you get 15% off. But I hear what you're saying. You're saying, Aaron, I want to be in the now. I want to live in the moment. Well, then get yourself the 2021 official yearbook of the Green Bay Packers. You can go to packersyearbook.com. Use code CHTV to get 10% off. That's code CHTV to get 10% off. And you can also get the Game Day magazine, the program, the digital version delivered to you each and every game day morning. Again, CHTV to get 10% off your subscription. Do it, people. Oh, let's take a look at those jerseys again. Those are so fire. Look at those things. Oh, those are awesome. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see everybody. Wow, a lot of takes in the comments section this morning already. Go football being probably my favorite. What is up? Jeezy, baby. Thanks for the super chat. I love them. Kind of look like the Vikings uniforms. I don't agree with your police work there, but hey, I'll take that over they look like Oregon, which is just silly. Josh, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Negs, if the Pack used the super chat system for their pressers, could Willie afford the $50 required for him to get all his words in, or would he be broke by week one? LMAO, love the New Jerseys, Pappies. Josh, that's a lot of words. I think you used your full $10 worth. Super chat system would be interesting. You probably have just a Bob Demoski presser because ESPN would be the only one who could outspend everybody. But that would be an interesting concept. While you're at it, like and subscribe to Cheesehead TV. Thanks. Yeah, that's a great idea. That is a great idea while we're out here doing stuff. Happy B-Day, Nick. Nick, happy birthday, buddy. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I like it. I do not care what the Packers wear in the Super Bowl. That's a good point, Brandy. Although they probably wouldn't wear an alternate uniform in the Super Bowl, but I like it. Jesus, Bob. That was great. I loved Demo giving that a little ribbon to Rodgers yesterday in the presser. That was great. Why hasn't anybody asked Rodgers about the Matt LaFleur fourth down kick? I feel like that's important. What? Should we ask him about the sneak in the Ice Bowl too? Why are we asking about history? He was asked about it literally right after the game. Why would we go back and ask about something that happened last January? I'm so confused. Besides, Rodgers spent the entire summer making fun of the decision. It's pretty clear how he feels about it, even though it was the right decision. Nags, just say... Oh, no, I don't think so, Aaron. Mason Crosby is going to look so clean kicking the annual game-winning field goal against the Lions with 0 on the clock after not leading the whole game. Well, I don't think he'll be wearing the throwbacks against the Lions, but yes, he will. I'm going to see my first live game in Green Bay versus the Seahawks. Any advice? Go, Pack, go. Sean, get up early. Take it all in. Go to lot 1 before the game and throw down. Where's Packer Man? Miss him. Howard, Packer Man will make his triumphant return when I'm back in the studio in a couple weeks. Most likely for the first watch party of the year. Which will be week 1. Super chat special teams. We still suck. Packers fans are an unforgiving bunch, and I like it. When I was attending UWGB, Aaron Popke came and talked to our class. It was the Super Bowl year, and he joked that they were working for a trade for Marshawn Lynch. Because they were. They were going to trade for. They were in discussions to trade for Marshawn Lynch, but then Ted didn't pull the trigger. Zane, thanks for the super chat. Next, please give this $4.99 to the person who runs the Cheesehead TV Twitter account because their work is chef's kiss perfection. Zane, that is Tyler Herrick. Tyler is the man behind the Twitter magic. And yes, he is amazing. Just got my tickets to the Monday Night Football game against the Lions. Can't wait. Your dad, 24. Have a great time. Home openers are always a lot of fun. And hopefully the Packers don't give us ulcers for close game against the Lions. Just make it a blowout, kids. Is Packers After Dark returning anytime soon? Towel Killer, you'll have to ask Tyler Herrick. That's his baby. If our pass rush is successful, does it really matter who our cornerback 2 is? Yes, very much so, because they will undoubtedly be targeted, regardless of what the pass rush is. And even if the pass rush is successful, there's lots of 3-step drops, lots of quick game. Whoever's over there has got to play well. No doubt about it. Brett, thanks for the super chat. Oh, boy. Rank these greats. Rollins, Randall, Gunter, Jackson. That got me, Brett. Well done. What am I ranking? That's the question here. Let's go with. You know what? Okay. I'll go Jackson. No, I'll go Rollins, Jackson, Randall, and then Gunter. Because, I always thought Gunter got a bit of a raw deal. Because, it was hard to watch there at the end of the season when he was the number 1 corner. But he was never supposed to be a number 1 corner. We all know he was 4th or 5th on the depth chart. And injuries had him at number 1. It's not his fault. So I'll Gunter at number 1. That's a living legend. How has MVS been looking? Jake, this is best he's looked. At least the camp that I saw up until I'm not there this week, obviously, but up through the preseason game, first preseason game, he has been outstanding. Easily his best camp. Big Daddy Cool Breeze with an empty super chat. Big Daddy. Sorry you missed your question, but thanks for the support. You called it. Jackson was going to make the roster. Colby, if anybody has seen, I just put up this morning my top 5 guys who needed to step it up heading into week 2 of the preseason. Josh Jackson was at number 1, and that's what happens when you make content and then a dude gets traded after you've made the video. So it's a good time. There's still 4 other guys to discuss. So check that out on the YouTube channel. 5 guys need to step up heading into week 2 of the preseason. Newman starting at guard, thought he was a tackle. Ben, they like his versatility. That's the whole reason they draft those guys. That's been the Packers' MO forever. Whether it's Ted or Brian or whoever at GM, that's been their bread and butter. Take college tackles who can swing inside. They love to do it. That's how they get athletic guys on the interior who can become pretty adept at the zone running scheme, are able to have, the footwork, the athleticism necessary. That's why they love college tackles. And they're trying to put them inside and make them guards. They've been doing it forever. I think Newman's going to get a shot. No doubt we'll probably see a bit of him. I know he was running with the ones yesterday. We'll see a bit of him on Saturday. No question about it. Jeezy Baby, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Does it matter who starts for the Saints week 1, or are we killing them 45-7? Payback for that one Monday Night Football game a few years ago. Oh, I remember that game. Of course it matters, but I don't know, man. I just get the feeling, week 1's always weird. It's going to be a shootout. It'll be more like 47-45. Let's say that. David, thanks for the super chat. If you could pick one 90s Packer player to be on this year's team, who would it be? White, Sharp? Probably Leroy Butler, just because I love him. No, it'd be Reggie White. It'd be obviously Reggie White. You got to take Reggie. And I get asked this a lot, but it's always going to be Reggie, right? You've got Aaron Rodgers, so you don't need Favre. You've got Devontae, so you don't need Sharp. You gotta use Reggie White. It's Reggie 100 times. TKM, good to see you at your post. Thanks for the super chat. Missing Krolls? I know I am. Butterburger, hard rolls, deep fried shrooms with a brandy old fashioned. Can't find that in NYC. Pappy's. I am missing Krolls. That was my lunch spot. Butterburger, yellow cheese curds. Oh, now you're making me hungry. Can we start a GoFundMe for your one-on-one interview with Rodgers? It's not a question of money. I was very appreciative, but yeah, that's never going to happen. And it's fine. It's cool, man. It's all good. I'm at peace. I'm content with that idea. It's fine. Thoughts on the new unis? Matthew, you must have missed the start of the stream because I love them. I love them. I love them. They have made me burst out into song. I love them. I love them. That's where we're at on the new unis. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. But could you imagine Adams and Sharp? I mean, that would be unfair. You know, I want to still watch a competitive game. You put Adams and Sharp together, and like, why even bother showing up if you're the opponent? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Does Mark Murphy laugh like Seth Rogen? I don't know about all that, but I will say regarding Murphy, if you have not checked out Tom Grassi's interview with Mark Murphy, please do so. Support Tom. Love his work. Want to give him all the love in the world. But the look on Murphy's face in that video when Tom is doing his intro, he's like, the podcast where you don't need to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. He's doing all that, right? And Murphy is across the table and he's looking off into space. He's not looking at Tom. It's like he's looking at, I don't know, maybe a PR staffer going, who is this guy? What is going on? It's hilarious. It is absolute internet gold. I can't recommend it enough. My first ever game at Lambeau is Sunday night against Chicago. Any tips? Yeah. Start early, but don't go hard. You know, it's a long day if it's those later games, you know. Get a good tailgater beer. I recommend Tailgater from Stillmank Brewery. But yeah, start early, but don't go hard. It's got a long way to go. Big B is here. What's up, Big B? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. That was a beautiful song, Nigs. Thanks. Zedarius and Reggie White. Yes, that would be insane. Kiki got his groove back, Nags. Brandy, we'll see. We've seen precious little of him. He barely got onto the field by the time I left Green Bay, so I haven't gotten to see a whole lot of him. But that's what Montgomery's talking about, the position coach. He's looking for Kiki to take a big step, and Lord knows the Packers could use it. I know Kiki's doing everything he can to get in shape, get on the field, etc. But I proceed with caution. Trust but verify. I'll believe it when I see it. This is where I'm at with Kiki. Lee Bruce, thanks for the super chat. LT, LGC, RG, RT, week 1. Who do you think starts? Elton Jenkins, Ben Braden, Josh Myers, Lucas Patrick, Billy Turner. That's my guess right now. But we'll see. Long way to go. What do I think of the defense so far? It's hard to form much of an opinion outside of they look a lot like they looked last year. Now the question is can they round into shape and be the unit that we saw in the last month of the season and or the playoffs? Or are they going to take their sweet ass time rounding into shape like they did at the beginning of last year, which would be beyond annoying. But I think they're solid. I think there's talent on all 3 levels, and I think there's no question that Joe Barry has infused that side of the ball with some energy, which has been kind of the buzzword all offseason. But again, I think it's going to be not, a complete carbon copy. It's just, 3-4 base system, etc. Now, some of the intricacies are a little different. The 5-man line and base is different. Obviously, we saw a lot more blitzing than we're used to in the preseason, but is that going to carry over to the regular season as far as, all the times we saw Burks in the A gap, etc.? I doubt it. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Let's put it that way, which I think is what we all kind of expected. Nags, you know you'd bring back Craig Hentrick. This is true. Ron Wolf said his biggest regret is letting Hentrick go. Pretty crazy. How is 69 recovering from his injury? Seemingly fine. It's just a question of getting him back out there and clearing the medical hurdle, which the Packers are incredibly conservative. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts the year. I wouldn't surprise me if they put him on the PUP. Maybe they don't go that route. Maybe he just misses like the first 4 games or what have you while they're allowing him to heal. But I can't imagine a guy who, tore his ACL New Year's Eve day coming back and being ready to play a game in September. That just seems insane to me. Now, who knows? Modern medicine, the way ACL recovery has changed, it's definitely a possibility. But I don't know, man. I'll be very, very surprised if he's out there week 1. Thing is, it's not the first Grossi interview he does. I know, Javier. That's the thing. Murphy's interviewed with him twice before. And he's still sitting there looking like, oh, my God, what is happening? It's great. It's so funny. Do you expect King to play in at least 2 games? I know he's a vet, but he needs to prove a lot. Oh, you mean in the last 2 preseason games? No, I doubt it. But he'll get the work he needs in practice. I don't think we'll see much, if any, of the seasoned frontline vets play in the preseason. Maybe they throw him out there, but I doubt it. Record prediction? 20-0. There you go. Paul, slowest 3 weeks ever. I know, right? You get to camp, and it's like, oh, football, yeah, and then, oh boy, preseason, oh gosh, and none of this is counting towards anything. And just hold your breath and make sure nobody gets hurt. And then now they have the bye week before the season starts, which is kind of nice because it lines up with Labor Day. So I'm actually going away for Labor Day weekend with my girls. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have my first kind of getaway before the season starts. Spend some time with my family. I suggest you all do the same. And then hit the ground running for week 1. But golly, you're right. It just like crawls along now once you get to preseason. So before camp, I thought they'd have a chance to cut King. But you guys are obsessed with cutting King. Why would they sign him to that deal and then cut him? They brought him back knowing what he is, who he is, what he's about. And for better or worse, that's been kind of their MO, this kind of get the band back together, and they brought him back. And Brian even said he didn't expect Kevin to be available that, long into the process of free agency, but he was, and then he brought him back. I didn't agree with that. I didn't like that. I'm not a fan of it, but that they've done it. And it'd be absolutely crazy to me if then they turned around and cut him, no matter what's happening in camp. And I know he's barely seen the field. He's just coming off the NFI, which I find also is kind of hilarious because it's like, what did Brian say at his presser after they signed him? He was like, we know, obviously he's had trouble staying on the field, but we know what he brings when he's on the field. And then he comes back and literally starts the year on NFI with a hamstring. Like, this dude's hammy is just like cursed. I swear to God. King isn't bad as a number 2. I agree for the most part. You just got to make some plays. And he didn't have 1 interception last year. When you've got Jair Alexander opposite you, you are going to be thrown at. You have got to make some plays. Gots to happen. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. Start early, but don't go hard. That's what she said. Boom, boom. Thank you, buddy. Got that one. There we go. I like it. What else we got here, folks? Offense is going to be sexy. William, the sexiest offense you've ever seen. They'll likely cut King next year. Now, there I agree. Thanks for all you do. Well, thanks for tuning in. Very kind of you to say. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I got to go talk to Matt LaFleur. But first, I got to hit Kyle's super chat before I go. Thanks for the super chat, Kyle. If Royce Newman wins the job, that would be 2 rookies starting. How are the Packers so good with drafting and developing linemen? Have a good day, Nags. Kyle, it's a lot about what I was talking about before. Their projection of athleticism, taking those tackles and making them into guards. It's something they've been doing for a long time, and they've been really good at it. Doesn't mean that everybody that they've taken has worked out, obviously. But they've clearly got a method, and it's working. There's no question there. Thanks a lot, everybody. Gonna have to get going. One more time. Let's take one last look. Look at those. Oh, they're so great. I love these uniforms. Massive W for the Packers. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Please, please, please hit like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Go Pack Go.